Hey folks, welcome to the new video. So in this in the last video we sort of recreated the similar behavior that useEffect shows using VanillaJS, right? So we just used like a bunch of values and a bunch of listeners, and that sort of showed the similar behavior. Whenever something changes, something is observing from this for those changes, and some action is getting triggered. So I just wanted to make this like sort of a complete the common syntax that we see in most of the components, right? There is a state there is some state value, there is some useEffect which is listening for the state, and it's like showing up all the values and stuff, right? So I just wanted to recreate that sort of a behavior just using VanillaJS here. So let's see if we can here I'll basically try to do the same for useState. So let's say const useState equals to value, and then we have this dependency, we paste it here, and below that we just returned return the dependency, and we also do dependency dot set value dot bind state with it, right? So not state, sorry, dependency, of course. And then let's say we just do this here. Instead of dependency, we call this a state, and let's say set state or something, right? And then we, instead of this, we use useEffect. useState. Then what all changes will we need? Basically we don't need dependencies and stuff anywhere as of now. Set value is fine, let's call it set value and set value. That would make more sense, let's say. And then we have this value here, we put the value here, and we are done, most likely. Whoops, let's try running this. I think I changed the name of this function for whatever reason. This is useEffect. Yep, so we get a similar behavior, right? So if you just exclude everything that we have on the top, these, like, how many lines? 51 lines of code. If you just look at this block of code, like, you will say it's like, it looks like everything is React code, right? But we sort of got the similar behavior from there as well, like we would expect. One anomaly is, like, let's say the first execution of useEffect doesn't happen when the rendering happens, so it's not getting logged. That also we can emulate, no big deal, but just for the use case, after that, whenever there is any change in the value, we are sort of performing whatever action we want, right? So it's very similar to the code that we have in React. So my point being, like, it's sort of de-abstracting whatever we have. So the point that I'm trying to explain is, like, don't treat any framework or any tool as such as fundamental, right? So like you saw, we created a sort of similar behavior that we had in React here as well, just using JavaScript, right? So yeah, I mean, that's the point. So, like, reset your level of fundamentals and don't think in frameworks, because, like, frameworks are just other tools built on top of fundamentals. So if you have your basics or, like, JavaScript clear, you can easily get those functionality without jumping into that complexity, right? So if you were to start at some framework and then you were told to build some application, you will think in terms of that framework, and you will end up adding additional complexity when you could have done it without those as well, right? So, like we did it here, we didn't install anything, no library, nothing. We just simulated the same behavior here using just out of all JavaScript, right? So yeah, so that was the point that I'm trying to make with these like 3 to 4 videos that I've been doing. So just reset your fundamentals and don't rely on, let's say, like, don't make any tool or any framework as such your fundamental. If you know JavaScript, just know it well, and you can sort of pick up everything that's built on top of it, right? So yeah, that should be it for this video. If you found it helpful, maybe drop a like, share it with your friends, drop a comment. If you have any suggestions, or if you think anything that I can improve upon, like, feel free to reach me out on Twitter, or maybe leave a comment in the video as well. And yeah, see you folks. Bye.